All right, what's good, everyone? Today is June the 29th. Beautiful day, a little bit early, definitely early day for the AMA. But super excited to hear it, to have the team here at EOTH. This project has a lot of stuff planned, a lot of, I guess, gameplay and mechanics, play to earn stuff. They had a private sale, they're currently doing a pre-sale. They're KYC'd, audited, and docs. I believe. I don't know if Sal is going to turn on his video camera for today's AMA.
Yep,
Do you have
sure.
a Kahoot? Oh, okay, perfect. So they're also docs as well. Oh man, the team is pretty passionate about this one. I know they're a little bit late to the AMA, but when I was speaking to Salva for the past couple of days, he was super passionate about the project. So hopefully that doesn't put a bad taste in your mouths, guys. But anyway, super excited to see what the team has planned. Obviously we're going to kick it off. Our first question every time is, starting off, could you introduce yourself and the team behind EOTH? Muted. You're muted.
Hi guys, my name is Sava. I'm the founder of Echo of the Horizon, or short EOTH. We have in our team three co-founders more. That is Carlo, Mike, and William. Carlo and Mike are my former colleagues from TiFi Token. William is an early investor from TiFi, and we got together for this one for the last couple months already working on it. When it comes to Echo of the Horizon, it is an open world RPG, single player and multiplayer game that we're trying to build. On the current gaming landscape, when it comes to blockchain, I believe everyone could agree that there is too much of monetization and less gaming experience in there, and we're trying to change that. So what Echo of the Horizon is, it is actually the first, let's say, real open world RPG that hopefully will change the gaming landscape when it comes to the business space. Yeah, we are currently running our pre-sale. I believe we already passed half of the desired hard cap. We had our private sale, and based on the SAFU terms, the private sale should be distributed in not less than 3 days after the launch. So yeah, that's the basic info in a nutshell.
Thank you for the great introduction, Sava. So talking a little bit about, yourself as well. Where did the idea of EOTH come from, and could you explain a little bit about the history behind this project?
Yeah, I mean the idea is, it's been there for, I believe, yeah, since 10 years ago. I always wanted to go in this direction, even before crypto, So the idea of EOTH was born, I believe, almost 10 years ago. And when it comes to the story, it just keeps developing, for the last 10 years in my head. And now, crypto has made it possible to combine, those two spaces, gaming and blockchain, and putting there into it also the monetization part. So it was an obvious choice after TiFi and some time in this space to try to do something like that.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Were you gonna say anything more?
No. Please ask if you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I guess jumping right into it, I see you guys are creating a single and multiplayer open world RPG developed using this Unreal Engine 5 software. So could you explain the vision and the technology behind this game?
Yeah, it's not only Unreal Engine 5. We are putting like Unreal Engine 5 always up front, but we are using many tools, Blender, Photoshop, there will be CGI now when we are currently in the phase of developing the trailer and creating the trailer, official teaser trailer. So the technology behind when it comes to the Web3 part of the game is pretty simple and pretty straightforward. The game itself, it is based on Web 2, but let's say the reward system is based on Web 3. How does our multi-chain reward system function? To not be, let's say, now going into too many details regarding that and be talking in a developer oriented manner, I will just say, try to explain it simple so everyone can understand it. Basically, the reward system in the game will function like this. You open an account, in-game account, EOTH account. You input your email address, username, the basic stuff like when you would open in any other game. Username, password, and email address. You confirm it. You now have an EOTH account. In the in-game EOTH account, you have an option to input your wallet address, which then be used later on through an APY or unique identifier outside of the game on the rewards dashboard, where you will use the same logins and credentials, but with your Web3 wallet to actually be able to swap your in-game points for EOTH tokens and to see your NFT and withdraw your NFT to on marketplace, sell it, trade it, and so on. So the technology when it comes to the Web3 part is pretty easy. It is through APIs, smart contracts, the apps. When it comes to the Web2 part, of course, the usual, we chose the Unreal Engine 5 because it is just our, familiar space for game development. Blender, Houdini, Photoshop, C++, and the basic tools that you will need to know when it comes to developing a game in Unreal Engine 5.
So just following up on the last question, could you explain, more about the gameplay and mechanics behind EOTH?
Yes, we are currently in the phase of finishing the meshes, the characters, the majority of the environments and scenes that will be used for the official game trailer. But the gameplay and mechanics, it's third person when it comes to the single player mode and multiplayer mode as well. You can pretty much imagine it like, let's say, Horizon Zero Dawn. So there will be like hyper-realistic graphics and captivating storyline that will drive you through the game, either if it's a single player or multiplayer mode. And let's say a really, really big world, let's say filled with wonders, and we are just aiming for that wow effect when players, going into the games and going into the game and start playing it. For now, there will be no official gameplay until I believe 4 to 6 weeks after the official game trailer release. So after that, we will be focusing on implementing the game mechanics and releasing our, let's say, a couple of gameplay videos with the official gameplay trailer. Alpha should be, I would just add something. The alpha version of the game should be ready September, October, somewhere in that time. And we will have our alpha testing announced before that with huge rewards for alpha testers.
Cool. I guess, talk a little bit about the game economy as well of EOTH.
Yeah, the game economy is pretty simple and pretty straightforward, and it is designed so that it can sustain the rewards cashed out by players, as well as not being too let's say, not being in the range of games where it is just too low for a player to engage in the with the game for the amount of rewards he can receive. So 10% of the supply is allocated for the rewards, which will be distributed over 24 months. And those 10% will be used only for in-game tournaments and events. The other part of the inflow for the game rewards is 50% of the tax will be allocated for in-game rewards for players, whether that be multiplayer RPG or multiplayer PvP will be also available within some locations of the game. The other part of the game rewards is that I believe 70% of the NFT sales for the in-game items will be redistributed to the players in terms of in-game rewards. Also, we are planning some other utilities when it comes to EOTH, like a short animated series. So also, if anything of their animated series will be that is, we have NFT collection for animated series, and 30% of the revenue from that Genesis series will be as well allocated to the in-game rewards for the players. So basically, it is designed to have a, let's say, revenue flow from everything that EOTH is generating in terms of profit. Will be going, a huge amount of that will be going back into the in-game rewards.
Hey, sick. So I guess the multi-chain reward system. That's talked a little bit about in the white paper itself. So could we talk a little bit about that and how that's, I guess, going to be integrated within the game itself? Blockchain wise, how is it there going to be some sort of claim button? Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, like I said, basically we will have a dedicated dashboard for the play to earn players of the game. When it comes to multi-chain reward system and EOTH, interoperability, we are aiming for now. We are on BSC, but the goal to achieve interoperability is to have actually a multi-chain token. So that is the only way to achieve what we are aiming for when it comes to players joining from, let's say, if they are more into Ethereum or more into Solana or more into ARP, all of those areas will be covered, and only in that way we can reach a wider audience. So we will basically, after the alpha version will be released, the dashboard implemented, of course, and after the public version is out, we will definitely aim to become a multi-chain token in order to achieve that multi-chain reward system that we are talking about in our white paper, which means you will be able to withdraw your EOTH tokens to Ethereum, BSC for now, which we are already launching on, Solana, and ARP. So like I said, you create your in-game account, you come to the dashboard, same credentials, but this time you have a Web3 connection. You connect your wallet, the API does his things. He shows you how much rewards, how many NFTs in-game you have, you withdraw it, and that's basically it. You withdraw it to any chain you want from the chains available on the dashboard. A pretty simple and straightforward system which will enable us to go multi-chain when it comes to reaching our target audience. Let's say it like that.
I guess moving cross-chain is just an idea, I guess, to get as many people on the platform as possible,
Yeah,
basically. Correct?
yes. I mean the biggest right now, let's say obstacle when it comes to gamify is actually, you can't have that interoperability. You don't have let's say universal identifier who can connect all those chains and spaces with all the audience into Web 2. So what we are trying to do is have a basic Web 2 approach with a multi-chain token that can actually enable multiple chains and audiences to join the game without and ever leaving the desired chain. There are people, investors, who just don't want to try anything else. Maybe they learned only to operate on BSC, and the basic knowledge that they have allows them only to do so. So it is just like creating a safe haven and reaching out to multiple chains and our target audience to join, without any fear, or let's say without the headache to learn how to operate on another chain.
Oh, okay, interesting. So I guess why did you guys decide to go, the private sale and pre-sale route versus, I guess, a fair launch or a stealth launch, for example?
Yeah, it just seemed, honestly, I never did a stealth launch, and so far we already have some, let's say not some, but we have agreements with marketers to do our launch after the private sale, the pre-sale, which was already arranged, I believe, 2 months ago. So we just stick to our plan, raise the initial marketing funds for private sale, raise with this current pre-sale for the liquidity, and some for the marketing, and just hand over to brothers marketing the funds for marketing, and let them do their job. I believe most of you knows who brothers marketing is. I believe you do for sure. So we will just keep the professionals do their thing, and we will focus on development so we can have our roadmap, which is pretty ambitious. We can do that, and we can deliver the roadmap, when it comes to development.
Cool. And also, I see that you guys are doing airdrops for your community as well. Is this kind of like going to be a regular occurring event in the future, and also why did you guys decide to do token airdrops versus other giveaways and such?
Yeah, it's a pretty small airdrop. I believe 1.5 BNB worth or something like that. So this was just the initial, let's say, marketing activity to build up our community, which was a good result in the end. But we will definitely do airdrops for, let's say, co-marketing activities, or let's say other communities, when hosting, when joining AMAs, or getting into a partnership and stuff like that, the basic stuff. But it is not like a huge amount distributed right away, but rather, let's say, reward other communities for joining, let's say, either our game or the conversation or similar.
Yeah, okay, great answer. I guess, moving on, let's talk a little bit about tokenomics, including everything from taxes, liquidity locks, to supply distributions on pink sale, and, anything else you feel necessary to mention.
Yeah, okay, we have a total supply of 200 million. We burned already 31.4%, if I'm not mistaken. That is 62 million, approximately 63 million. The private sale had 7%, 7.2%. Like mentioned earlier, 20% will be distributed on launch, and one day after the remaining 50%, and one day after that the other 50%. Development is 5%, 10 million tokens. Marketing 5%, 10 million tokens. Game rewards, like mentioned, is 10%, 20 million tokens, and will be distributed. I believe we have a vesting period of 2 or 3 months, and after that 24 months distribution. Centralized exchange tokens for liquidity, 8%, and that's the basic when it comes to that. Let's go into vesting and distribution. Okay, game rewards is 3 months cliff and 24 months distribution. The centralized exchange tokens are 1 month cliff, 6 months distribution. Development and marketing 1 month cliff, and then 12 months distribution. This is all after launch when I say cliff. Yeah, team tokens, here we go. That is something I want to mention. Initially, we did have like 10% of team tokens, but we decided we will definitely gonna burn them over the specific course of the vesting period, which is 1 month cliff, and then 30 months distribution. We will actually each month distribute, burn and I believe it is a very small percentage unlocked, if I'm not mistaken. Won't do the calculations now, but it is under 0.8 or 7%, which will be strategically burned over the course of 3 months. We decided that based on the facts that our business model, we don't actually need the team tokens, and the best thing to do and the wisest thing to do is to burn them gradually, while hopefully everything goes well and we can increase the price also in the same pace. So we will basically burn the team tokens. When it comes to the advisor and partner tokens, like mentioned before, we will have some co-marketing activities with partners, with communities like your own community, other communities as well, and a portion of that will be likely used for co-marketing activities like any other company would do. But when it comes to advisor tokens, we still haven't decided whether we buy back those tokens for those co-marketing activities, or we will maybe even burn this 2% that is distributed over the next 6 months. So the tax is 7%. Buy and sell, development of that goes 50%, marketing goes 50% for the tax. After our official alpha version release, 50% of the tax will go into game rewards, and 50% will be split between marketing and development. When it comes to development, when I say development from the tax, it is not the whole development expenses. It is basically only a small portion of that will go to some contractors that we need time after time. So let's say they will be taken care of with this 50% of development funds.
Hey, great. So I guess, you talk a little bit about tokenomics, got, hugely in depth into that. And I noticed on your white paper on the website, you guys have a pretty solid roadmap all the way down from the end of 2024, if I'm not mistaken. So could you quickly go over it, for people that have, I guess, not checked out your website, have not checked out the roadmap, and what has already been done, and what can people expect in the near to late future, so short term and long term?
Yeah, we have a really straightforward roadmap. We did mention all the major points right now that will determine the road of this project. So first and foremost, we did release the promo trailer for the pre-sale. Just a short, if someone didn't watch go over, please, and watch, give us a like on YouTube. A short promo trailer for the private sale and pre-sale. Yeah, currently we are in the stage to initiate the liquidity pool for EOTH, launch it, begin the official game development, which we already have 3 months ago. So we are already, I believe, through a quarter of the roadmap. Hire additional team members. It is done. So that was for Q2, Q3 of 2023. Okay, now let's move on after the launch. What will happen? Firstly, we will work on our official teaser trailer, which will be ready in the next 6 to 8 weeks. After that, focusing on the alpha, which will be ready in October, let's say September, October. Our first focus after the launch in the upcoming weeks and months will be, of course, exchange listings and to get a CertiK audit. Then we will have our NFT sale before the alpha release 1 month. That is for Q3, Q4 of this year. Next year we have our open beta public. That is actually our open beta for more players available to testing the game Q1, Q2 of 2024. Then we have our other NFT connections for avatars and weaponry, hosting in-game events and tournaments, of course, begin development of the NFT series, which I mentioned earlier, that this collection will actually, the holders of the NFTs for the NFT series will actually have a lifetime share of the revenue for this animated series. So that is something that we are currently still discussing on how to do the calculations when it comes to the revenue share. Moving on, Q2, Q3 of 2024, launch the game for the public. Likely that will be somewhere in May, June. I would say June, public open public version of the game. Then of course expand some mechanics for the game, host community-driven events to celebrate the launch of the game. Tier 1 sex listing that is also planned for the upcoming next month if we manage to get enough traction, enough volume, because there are requirements for a Tier 1 listing that are let's say not hard to achieve, but they are on another level when it comes to community engagement, holder number, volume, utility, team background, and stuff like that. So hopefully we can manage to get a Tier 1 listing in the upcoming months with a good enough traction of our project. And that will be the basic, let's say, look on the roadmap in a nutshell. This year, like I said, official teaser trailer, official alpha, a closed alpha version release, huge rewards for alpha testers. Then we will have hopefully CertiK, if not Tier 1 listing, surely a couple Tier 2 listings. Next year, open beta, also huge rewards for testers. That is giveaways, or sex listing, hopefully CIX listing, hopefully Tier 1 listings. This year as well, NFT collection will be available before the alpha release. So let's say we have a couple of big events focused on the roadmap and talking about that on the roadmap. But besides that, there will be, of course, there are, let's say, short to midterm milestones that we want to achieve, like mentioned, CertiK listing. When it comes to exchange listings, we will definitely try to list on as many exchange as possible in the upcoming 3 to 6 months. Some other milestones are to have actually meaningful and big partnerships in the space talking about fractal or other gamified projects, just to use those partnerships to boost our community and our gamer, let's say our gamer user base, to use their communities to boost our own, and that is something that we have achieved previously in a couple of projects, and it worked pretty well. So that is also one milestone to reach for this year, having as many partnerships as we can, meaningful partnerships, not just the partnerships that call themselves partnerships, but without any influence on the project itself. So when we say partnerships, that is gamified projects, marketplaces, other gamify oriented companies in this space, and that are that is our milestone, internal milestone for, without mentioning it on the roadmap, but I'm now telling it to you guys, like I said, to really build something meaningful for our project, and to move in a healthy manner forward, and hopefully reach the skies like everybody else here would like to.
Oh, okay. So wait, did you just cut off or?
No, I stopped.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No problem. I thought something glitched. Anyways, okay. So I guess in terms of safety and security, I noticed that you guys have been audited and KYC'd and doxed. So overall, who have you guys KYC'd with, and who have you guys, I guess, audited with?
Okay. Firstly, since I have the KYC on my screen, let's go through the KYC. The whole team is KYC'd by Solid Proof. Me, myself, as well, I'm KYC'd with PinkSale as well. That is something needed when you go through for the SAFO badge. The SAFO badge, that is the audit is done by CFG Ninja audits. That is actually analytics partners. We have a group with the Blade Pool, the SAFO dev that holds our contract actually, and analytics, and that is done by them, and they are really helpful when it comes to. We have a canceled pre-sale because earlier, thankfully, they managed to look into our audit, do an audit, and they found a mistake, a small mistake in the contract. So we basically did the contract this time with CFG Ninja. He did the whole contract, SAFO dev. He holds the contract for the first, I believe, 1 month after launch. So that is let's say SAFO 100%. That's what it calls SAFO. The SAFO requirements are pretty simple. You need to KYC as a founder. You need to KYC your team, and the SAFO, you need to have a legit audit, and the SAFO dev needs to hold your contract. Then if you go through, let's say, PinkSale's SAFO terms, you will find that it is not really just a badge, but there are really some safety requirements when it comes to safety of their investors that PinkSale actually, wants you to implement within your contract. So here are some criteria for the SAFO project. Projects must do KYC with PinkSale. When it comes to the owner privileges, SAFO developer must hold the contract ownership, 7 days minimum. SAFO developer must own the staking ownership if there is any. Owner cannot able to mint new tokens. Owner cannot be able to pause trading. Owner cannot be able to set max transaction limit over lower than 0.1%. There are a bunch of requirements for the SAFO badge that you would need to implement into your contract and deploy your contract under these terms if you want to have this small badge on PinkSale. So we did go through all of this. Like I said, KYC, full KYC of the team, Me, myself, KYC with Pink Sale. The whole team is fully doxed. Right now I'm here, but we will have also AMAs in the future where all the team members can be seen. Yeah, audit is done as well. And when it comes to the contract itself and the safety, we are 100% SAFU legit. Yeah, that's it.
Honestly, the best tags that you guys could get for a pre-sale.
Yeah.
So I guess, moving on, I know you guys have a good marketing plan for a launch, which includes listings, trendings, marketing from top influencers, partnerships, and more. So how much of this marketing will be done before launch and after? So essentially, what are your overall plans with this marketing?
I think, the majority, not the majority, some of the marketing has already been done when there says, top callers, but we will also use top callers after for the post-launch and launch campaign. So basically for this pre-sale, when it comes to the plan there that you, I don't have it on the screen, but when it comes to that plan, we will definitely, we have already implemented, some calls for this pre-sale, which feel pretty nicely so far. We will have, all of that will be likely done by Brothers Marketing, except maybe for the Twitch and YouTube campaign. This is something that we already have talked earlier with some well-known streamers regarding this campaign. And this campaign, solely the Twitch campaign, is planned for after the official teaser trailer release, because to have such campaign, we need a bombastic and captivating teaser trailer. We can't just have a short promo trailer for guys on Twitch, that they won't promote your project just with that. So the official teaser trailer will be ready in 4 to 6 weeks, and then will the Twitch campaign and the Steam campaign start in its full swing. But like mentioned earlier, all of the listed for the post-launch of EOTH will be our focus. Certic, hopefully, I believe within 1 month should be reasonable to have a listing. We will definitely would not love to go with a tier 3 listing. That is something that anyone can do. There are no really like specific requirements for tier 3 listings. You need to have a liquidity of 1K on their exchange, and I believe it was just a KYC, and that's the basic you need to list your token on a tier 3 exchange. But like I said, we will keep it real, and if there are no options available for a tier 2 listing within the first month, we will definitely have a tier 3 listing, and after that a tier 2 listing shortly. When it comes to the other marketing plans, we basically have handed over all of our marketing to Brothers Marketing. Like mentioned earlier, they will do our marketing. We will have also additional partners when it comes to that, incubators and other communities to help with marketing as well. But the main, let's say, drive for the marketing will be Brothers Marketing from A to Z. They will do our whole marketing, post-launch, launch, and further on. So we can focus on Carlo and William will focus on business development and partnerships. Me, myself, and the dev team will focus on the game. Mike as well will focus on the part of for the partnerships and content creation. So basically, the majority, I would say 100% of the plans listed will be executed, plus additional, let's say, plans that Brothers Marketing have in play that, let's say, they won't mention publicly.
Yeah. So honestly, Brothers, they do a great job with marketing and such like that. Phenomenal job from them. I guess, what's also really important to note is, I want really everyone to kind of listen closely to this question. So so far, I've yet to witness one Unreal Engine game project that has done very well over a long period of time. So, for example, Cradle of Sins, Onyx, Brave Arena, list kind of goes on. So, how do you plan to balance the priorities of both gamers and investors to ensure everyone wins? Because the thing is with play to earn games that there's a lot of, I guess, sell pressure when you buy a game, and then obviously people have that there's a mitigation plan that people say that, oh, you buy NPV tokens, then you receive tokens. But that becomes kind of a Ponzi scheme in a sense. So how do you balance how do you plan to balance the priorities of both gamers and investors to ensure, I guess, everyone wins?
Yeah, like mentioned earlier, there is in the current gaming landscape, there is really a big part of 90% of the games focus on monetization, how to give to the users big rewards and how to cash in big taxes, So where the gaming experience itself doesn't exist anymore, I mean, if you go to the top 50 games on blockchain games, and if you take away the monetization part, you will basically be left with an empty shell. You will feel like you're playing a game, let's say from the 90s on Super Nintendo. There is really the gaming experience is really just put aside, and the monetization is focused on. That is something that we are trying to change. We are definitely aiming. Our first aim is to captivate the gamer, the user, to stay on the game for a longer time period and play it while earning and owning the items and the tokens. It is likely, let's say, not as appealing as some new launch game where you can get, I don't know, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day, but it will be captivating. It will be enjoyable. It will enhance the user and gamer experience itself. And that is the aim. We want them to enjoy in the game, to stay longer on the game. When they stay longer as well, they can earn much more, and they can spend more. So that is a balanced out, let's say, game economy and ecosystem where the gamers itself will fuel the game, and the best gamers will monetize it. The less, let's say, good gamers will not monetize as well. So it is based on competition, and it is based on the gaming experience itself. So that is our first aim, to change, that vision and that look on gamify games at this moment, where when you say gamify, the first thing you want you in your mind is how much can I earn there, or what else can I own. And we want that you say, when you say EOTH, when you play it the first time, and when you mention it, we want to have another approach to the gamer's mindset. It is a good game to play. It is an enjoyable game. I want to spend my hours playing it and enjoy it while earning as well, and not just let's say being forced to play it so I can take money out of it. So that is our first approach. Our first focus is the gaming experience itself, to bring it back and to discard, let's say, that 100% will be focused only on the monetization of the game.
Right. Cool. Yeah, what a great, answer to that question. I guess before we start community questions, I don't know if Mike's here, so man, I wish he was here to help us do because we already prepared a Kahoot and everything, but it looks like he is not here.
My mistake, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, give me a second. I'm just looking to see if he's online. I don't think he's online though. But yeah, anyways, I guess before we start our community questions, to kind of summarize everything, why would you personally consider EOTH a good project to be a part of, not only from the gamer side of things, but also as an investor, especially when looking at it from a long-term perspective?
Yeah, I think, when you target a specific niche when it comes to gaming right now. We are building, an open world game RPG. Yes, there are some attempts. There are some, let's say, we will call it attempts, but this niche is still, not, let's say, in its full swing. Neither are the gamify landscape itself. So what we are trying to do with EOTH is targeting a specific problem, which is, bringing back the gaming experience, captivating the gamer itself, having a much longer customer lifetime value when it comes to the gamers itself, hooking them up to the game, getting that wow effect, and keeping them on the game is our main focus. While doing that and increasing our user base, the price, of course, of the token itself will increase by itself. So we are targeting, I believe, the biggest problem right now when it comes to gamify, besides from the technical side of developing a universal identifier for the gaming landscape. I think the biggest problem right now in gamify landscape is actually the user experience and the gaming experience itself, and we want to focus on that. And like I said, we want to focus on the gamer itself, on the user itself, to hook him up to the game, to give them rewards as well. So not gamify is all about you own it, you earn it, not like in Web 2. So we want to have that as well, plus the gaming experience. So we are pretty confident that with such an approach, we should generate a huge user base when it comes to Echo of the Horizon over the next couple months. Yeah, hopefully everyone will join and will give us a try with EOT.
Sounds good, brother. Thank you so much. Here, we're just going to take a look at some community questions at the moment. I wish Mike was here to do the Kahoot with us, and he's always interacting with the community and such. So I'm sure a lot of people are disappointed, but we're going to give away some winners today, an extra winner, if Mike doesn't come. So guys, make sure to, because I don't have access to the Kahoot account, because I would show the Kahoot, but I don't have the login. So that's a problem. And Alan's not picking up either, because I know Alan and Mike both have access. Man, not a good day today for sure. All right, drop your questions here, guys. Below this. Just drop it again, because I can't see. There's like 600 messages for people that said they already dropped their questions. There's like 600 messages.
I'm just seeing it right now.
Yeah, there's just so many. All right, so Mr. DFO asks, my question is whether in-game NFTs are sold after or before the game is released, because if the NFT is sold before the game is released, there's possibilities of rug pulls. Is it possible that the value of NFTs will also decrease if the game is released and it's not as attractive as promised? How do you cope if that happens?
The last part I didn't understand, but I think he asked, will there be an NFT sale before the game release or not? To answer that question, we will, like I said, have our alpha version available for testers. There will be a whitelist for that. We will have before that, let's say, a mint of NFTs that will be free just for the testing part. After the testing of the single player mode is done, we will have our an NFT, let's say, Genesis collection, for sale. While we are working with the testers on the multiplayer mode. So to answer the question, there will be no sales before the game is out.
Okay, let's take a look at another question. Paris asks, is there going to be some sort of offline mode of the game? And if yes, will you be integrating some sort of notification to help notify when I request to play against a player that matches my skill set?
Okay, one thing I think through the whole AMA I forgot to mention, that is the single player mode is free to play, and there are no rewards when it comes to the single player mode, because the single player mode will be hopefully available on Steam to just hook up the audience and then bring them to the play to earn part, the multiplayer part. When it comes to the multiplayer mode, it's basically a three versus three or 5 versus 5, as well as 1 versus 1 PvP sections on the map. So there are no it will be pretty balanced. Maybe not in the beginning when the user base is low, but after we have a couple thousand users, it will definitely be outbalanced. Whether this player who has, I don't know, 100 XP versus this player who has 90 XP can play or not. And that is how the system will work. Basically on the XP of each players and the win rate. So that is how they will. Let's say form the PvP battles in the in-game, in the desired locations for PvP.
Some of the questions, because some of them are like kind of copy and paste based. So Ade asks, would you consider incorporating in-game events like mystery box purchases or wheel spins, where users can get the opportunity to win prizes that could be used within the game?
If he means we will have, like I said, after the alpha is out, we will have an NFT sale. There will likely be something for the, let's say, more the ones that likes mysteries and gambles. There will be likely some sort of low price mystery box available, but not for the for, let's say, like a whole desired section in the game just for such like that. But we will have mystery box, for, let's say, that amount of money, mystery box for a mid-range amount of money, and mystery box for a premium package where you have higher chances of a rare or legendary item, skin, and avatar and such. So like I said, it is still I believe early to talk about the actual functionalities of in-game purchases and everything else. Right now we are in the phase to do the gameplay, the meshes and the environments, and to be visually stunning. And once we approach closer to the alpha version, our dev promise will focus more on that aspect of the game. Like I said earlier, our first focus is on the experience and on the visualizing a stunning world when it comes to EOT.
Sick. All right. Man, I wish Mike was here. Oh, he is here. Okay, perfect. Okay, Mike is here. Mike, are you ready for the Kahoot then?
We do community questions first?
Yeah, we already. Oh, okay. We'll take one more, I guess. Let me take a look at one more question. Okay, Twin Brothers ask, is it possible during gameplay to auto-save my best performance and share them to a short video clip to other gamers outside the platform? This could help attract more and more gamers and as well improve in marketing as well.
Yeah, I believe if he's asking solely for the alpha version, yes, we will be enabled to record your screen. when he's asking about like an in-game feature that will be available to click on and to record, I believe also, yes, that is the basic stuff for every game that you need. That is how actually you can get traction through social media and to streamers. Yes, that will be available to answer his question.
All right. Mike, are you ready?
Give me a minute. Let me pull everything up.
Okay.
I'm gonna take storage just one more here. My computer's kind of bugging.
No problem. All right. Okay. Okay, TJ asked, is to play the game specifically, do we have to hold any amount of tokens before we can play, or is there an NFT we need to hold before playing?
You will be it will be for the play to earn part. You will need to buy an NFT from our marketplace that will be need to purchase in EOTH tokens. So basically both, yes. You will need to have EOTH tokens to buy the NFT and to play the game.
Like to play, I guess if I don't want to play with rewards, I could play without an NFT and just not get any rewards.
You for entering the multiplayer game, which is solely based on play to earn, you will need to hold an NFT. For the single player mode, like mentioned, it is Web 2 based and you can play it, without any commitment.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. I guess we'll take one more. Hold up. Okay, Mrs. V asks, I understand the projects will be doing brothers marketing. From my understanding, they already have a wide investor audience and at the same time have many projects to promote. Do you think this is good for your project growth in long term, as their investor audience could easily move to another promising project they promote and cause a dump to your project?
Didn't hear about that, but for the initial marketing, we will definitely use brothers marketing launch and post-launch. Based on their performance, we will then decide further on whether we stick to brothers, move on to someone else and such. But for the initial marketing push on launch, brothers marketing definitely.
Yeah, Mike's Wi-Fi just came out. All right, I guess. Crap, I don't even know what to do, man. This day's like so bad for me. All right, let's take a look. I guess we'll let Zoo ask his question. Zoo, you can. Your hand is now raised. Zoo, you're allowed to speak, my friend, because I know Zoo had a question. Zoo, are you gonna talk, my friend?
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, I'm doing great. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Doing good.
Okay. Yeah, so I've been listening to the presentation, and well, I went to the website, and the website looks very beautiful. Yeah, it looks very nice. Yeah, so I just got a question concerning the game actually. Yeah, so just curious to know, can we also be able to earn from your game? Let's say in terms of if we decide to sell those gaming equipments, equipments that we earn through the game, can we also be able to sell those equipments that we earn from the game in terms of getting additional rewards while playing the game? You get the question?
Yes, definitely. That is, the reward system is based on, you know, earning items, trading them, selling them, buying new items. The token part is pretty much, you know, I would say just an addition, you know, a small addition to the in-game items, you know, to just give the user also the token rewards option available, you know. But definitely the game is designed to earn items, sell items, trade items, you know, in order to monetize the gameplay.
Okay, that's great. But you said it's a multiplayer game, right?
Right, correct.
Okay, yeah. So in terms of playing the game with some kind of people, let's say first of all, can I be able to like host some tournaments in the game and invite some other friends to play with me, and we play the same mission all together?
You will be able in the game to create your tribe or your clan. In some games it's called clans, basically your team, you know. But let's call it clan. You will be able to create your own clan up to 50 members in the clan. Now, not all 50 members can play with you at the same time, but you will be able, you know, based on your clan and on your in-game chat with the clan to create your own tournaments based on that. There will not be like an option available where you can click create tournament and create your own tournament, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, I really understand that. I really, you know, actually, I'm a gamer. Like I do play Call of Duty. Yeah, so I am using something like that to clarify it with your own game, because you know, I want to know if maybe I can be able to like gift my my team some kind of how do I call it, like let's say his weapons are not upgraded or he don't have a good weapons. Can I be able to like gift my own team, my own team member, my own weapons to use in playing the game? Or can I be able to like gift my own team through the game some my own gaming money so that he can be able to use it to upgrade his weapons or get new characters in the game? I don't really know if you get the question.
Yes, you definitely can, of course, but that is something that needs to be, let's say, done within, like I said, the game, your game clan, your clan's profile. So you will be able to chat with the clan, the whole clan. When it comes to your clan profile, you will be able to send through messages your let's say items, either upgrade some players weapon or armory or whatever. When it comes to the money part, that is something that needs to be done solely by you and your teammates outside of the game. So you will not be able to send points or in this case points to your teammates, so in order that they can, you know, buy other items. But there will be this trade items available within the game.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that. CryptoFrog, don't mind if I clarify one more question before I drop the mic?
Yeah, feel free, no problem.
Okay, thanks, brother. I do appreciate it. Yeah, because I'm really do interested in this project. Yeah, so the last question is concerning the gaming aspect as well. Yeah, because actually I said I'm a gamer. I do play all kind of games, and I would love to test yours as well. Yeah, so I want to know, aside from using the gaming rewards, like the gaming money, you know, when you play some games, yeah, you do get game in the money, which you can't be able to use it in real life, only in the game. Yeah, so I want to say, when it comes to me not able to like complete a certain level, yeah, due to I can't be able to like upgrade my own guns or characters using the gaming money, that is when I don't have enough gaming money. Can I be able to like link my credit card, yeah, and use my own raw cash, yeah, for my own real life bank accounts to like use my own money to buy new weapons or characters? Yeah, and
Definitely, this is something definitely that we will implement. You know, having an option on our website to go to a desired marketplace for let's say fiat and credit card purchases. You know, And this is something that we recently have talked about. And if we want to approach closer and closer to the Web2 gaming experience, which is unparalleled when it comes comparing to Web3, we definitely need to come closer also in that aspect to offer the players purchases for fiat and credit cards. So definitely this is something we will be working on and implementing throughout the process.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. I do get the clarification very well. Yeah, and if I got more question, I'll join your Telegram. And also, CryptoFrog, thanks for the great opportunity, but I do appreciate great stuff and nice hosting.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
your
so much,
questions.
Zoo. Thank you for the great questions. It looks like Mike's Wi-Fi doesn't work, so I don't think we'll be able to do the Kahoot today. Sorry, guys. Man, this morning's been terrible for me. He doesn't. The Wi-Fi's down for him. His power's out. I don't know what it is, anyways. But
welcome to the club. I just drove two hours for a 10-mile road distance. So that's why I'm late. I'm sorry again for that.
Yeah, all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. All right. I guess we're gonna give some winners as well. Man, this Kahoot was so good too, but it's a shame. It's really a shame. All right, we're gonna pick some winners for today's. I guess we'll give away 2 winners for daily listeners rather than just 1 because someone has to take the prize for the Kahoot. So Sav, are you gonna let me know when to stop? Oh wait, hold up, wait, never mind. Hold up. I might have the email. Hold up, I might be able to do the Kahoot. Hold up. I don't think so. I don't think this is it. No, it's not the right email. Okay, it's fine. All right. Yeah, we're gonna pick 2 winners, I guess. Yeah, I know, guys. Maybe we'll do a Kahoot sometime. Maybe we'll do an AMA when these guys launch and we'll have an AMA. Okay, hold up. Oh my God, I logged in. Okay, never mind. We might have a Kahoot, guys. Hold up, we might have a Kahoot. Hold up. Okay, now I have to. This is so much fucking work. Hold up. Give me a second. I have to add another account. I don't think so. Hold up. No, I don't even have access to this email. I have no access to this email. Alright, sorry guys. No Kahoot, man. I tried. Man, I am so pissed, but it is what it is. Alright, thank you guys all for joining. Let me pick some winners, actually. Who has not won in a while? I'm going to try to look for names who have not won in a while. I'm trying to see who has been active. Who's in the pond? Who's in the pond, guys? Jake, you've won last week. What are you talking about? Who is in the pond? Ben 10. When did Ben 10 win? Ben won like 5 days ago. He's saying he hasn't won in a while. Who is in the pond? Calvin. Calvin is not in the pond. Benova. I think I've given Benova before, have I? Okay, let's check. Who has not won and who is in the pond? When did Zoo win? Let's check when Zoo won. Zoo, be honest. When did you win, my brother?
Honestly, it's been a long time, man. Yeah, I don't really got a lot of time to join AMAs because I am a very busy
Okay,
person.
okay, we'll give
Yeah.
you one. We'll give you one. All right, Zoo, we'll give you one. Here, it'll be one.
Okay, thanks, man.
No problem. All right, let's get the next person now. 900 comments. Holy smokes. Okay, who is in the pond, guys? I'm gonna pick who's in the pond. Who is in the pond? Dennis, are you in the pond? Dennis is the. Why are these people saying they're in the pond? They're not in the pond. I don't see them in the pond. I checked the groups. They're not in the pond. I've given to Alex many times, though. I would give to Alex, but Alex is not even in the pond either. What? Hey, guys, come on. TJ, have I given to TJ before? Okay, let's check if I've given to TJ. No, I have not given to TJ. Okay, TJ is going to be our second winner today. All right. TJ, you won. All right. Man, I'm so sorry, Frogs. Man, I really wish we could have done the Kahoot. It is what it is. But, yeah, thank you guys so much. You know what? Just for that, we're gonna put an invite link. So for people, you got to be active in the pond because it auto kicks everyone after 2 weeks. So just be active in the pond. Just join up. Want to see a ton of frogs join up to the crypto pond? Oh, wait, hold up.
The pond, is it really is it the community, like the launch, your launch?
Yes. It's a
Okay,
community,
let me join
exactly.
immediately.
All right, I'm just gonna post it up here. Okay, all right. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you, Sava. We got a lot of stuff planned for this team. We're gonna do some TikToks and some Twitter stuff. Some great posts coming soon. Super exciting. Thank you, Sava, for joining. I'm super excited for EOTH. We're gonna launch a review for these guys. Sorry about the whole thing with the Kahoot, man. It's been super unfortunate. But I guess there's nothing I could really do. The guy's Wi-Fi, sorry, not Wi-Fi. His power went out, so unfortunate
No
there.
worries about that. I'm sure we will have a couple more AMAs in the upcoming months. So all good. And
Yeah,
I also
we'll
would
have
like
the
to thank.
Kahoots ready.
I also would like to thank you, for hosting this AMA. It was really great, and the community for joining. And again, apologies for me being a little late, like said, rush hour. And yeah, that's thank you all.
Yeah, we saw a lot of big buys coming in during the AMA. Saw a couple 1 BNB, 1.5 BNB buys, another 0.6. So definitely a lot of big buys coming in for sure during the AMA. Another 0.7 there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. It really means a lot. And yeah, peace out, everyone. Thank you to all the frogs for joining. And peace out, everyone.
Bye.